Greetings, bidding all immense peace and unlimited blessings. I am Nana Yaa, coming to you from Accra, Ghana. I was born in Ghana, though I am a member of the diaspora. My parents were both born in the U.S. Black lives do matter, in all places, on all continents, and in every time and space. The message to you today concerns the special few of you, the diaspora, who have or will make that journey to the continent of Africa, specifically Ghana. Unprecedented actions on behalf of the Ghanaian government have occurred through the diligence, ingenuity, and dedication of the two presenters from whom you are about to hear. Dr. Obadeli Kambon and Dr. Maulana Maulana. Through many attempts at collaboration among diaspora leaders, finally Dr. Maulana was able to go full steam ahead to begin the process of bringing Ghanaian citizenship to the African diaspora. Through the efforts of Dr. Maulana and Dr. Kambon, working under the umbrella of the African Studies Department at the University of Ghana, Legon, meetings brought to fruition a document which was then presented to the former President John Mahama. Said document requested that we, the diaspora, have Ghanaian citizenship bestowed upon us based on the transatlantic slave trade, and that many of us who reside in Ghana are retirees infusing Ghana's economy with millions of dollars, and that finally we are the descendants of the Ghanaians' ancestors, as are continental Ghanaians. Through these efforts and subsequent letters to the office of the President, resonated with those in positions of power, and as a result, Drs. Obadeli Kambon and Maulana Maulana were responsible for the first batch of diaspora having been granted Ghanaian citizenship based on our special circumstances as returnees. Then, again in November of 2019, the Honorable Nana Yaa Akufo-Addo, Ghana's current president, stepped up the stakes, honoring a total of 126 diaspora with their citizenship. Still led by Drs. Maulana and Kambon, but this time others within the diaspora community of Ghana lent their aid to the cause. We are unified in our vision to empower, legitimize, and bring a sense of home and purpose to the diaspora community, wishing to come home and build our nation. Here are Drs. Maulana and Kambon. Please listen, listen to them give the full picture.
Yes, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. This is Dr. Maulana Maulana. I would like to thank, first of all, our dear sister, Nana Yaa, for giving such a elaborate introduction and eloquence. We are here today to try to set the record in its proper perspective. I guess you can say that we're here today to have a reality check of how Africans of the diaspora have been able to convince the government of Ghana. And mind you, Ghana government is the only government, the first government on the continent of Africa that is sensitized to give Africans, when I say Africans, let's be clear about who we're talking about. We're talking about descendants of the 400 years transatlantic slave trade. Ghana is the first country that has recognized us as that and felt that it was a moral. We have brought it to the attention of government over the years. It's been a collective effort of those of us in the diaspora who are living in Ghana that government should be sensitized to the fact of our plight, who we were kidnapped from here, taken to the Americas, scattered throughout the Caribbean, South America, and so it's a moral issue. And this is where I, being the founder of Ministry of the Future, and the genesis of Ministry of the Future was predicated upon trying to get government and Ghanaians and Africans of the diaspora to understand the dynamics of the plight that we are suffering. And I found no better than ever is to go to Dr. Obadeli Kambon at the University of Ghana, Institute of African Studies, Legon. And Doc was very amicable and open that we should use his particular platform, conference room, office, to build an infrastructure of Ministry of the Future and to endeavor in bringing our people home. And so from there, we began around 2015 in the month of June. We brought a group in from the University of California, Long Beach. We sensitized them under Dr. Booker of her class. We sensitized that group to the plight that we are having. And also, they came in with fresh information about Black lives that matters and sensitized us to the problems that African Americans in particular are suffering in the United States. And I think they said a Black male was being killed about every so many minutes throughout the United States. I couldn't believe it. So Dr. Kambon and I, we endeavored to actually intensify the effort of getting our people back to Africa. And God and the Creator, if you will, the ancestors, if you will, being so merciful, I had a friend, a contact in the office of the president, that is the Honorable Ni Kwesi Kwartey. And it just so happened he was appointed the executive director, executive secretary to the office of the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And so therefore, what better place than us to take our particular requests right to the office of the highest office in the land. And it just so happened, and I want to say this, that this particular president actually knew me before I arrived. I did not know that he had been accessing some of the works that I'd been doing on TV Africa and the educational outreach program that I had for 17 consecutive years at the Du Bois Center. And so therefore, it was virtually a done deal with the head of state and with the assistance of the executive secretary. So Dr. Kambon and I continue at his office on that platform because it's extremely important. Africans of the diaspora must understand the educational outreach development. It's very important for Africans of the diaspora to have continuity and an ongoing process of that, because you have to know, being in the diaspora doesn't give you an entitlement in the African's mind just because you say you are Black to come back to Africa and be accepted. You know, Blackness in Africa is not so much as the essence of one's philosophy, because everybody here is virtually Black. So Black has a deeper meaning, deeper than the color itself. It becomes philosophically an ideological understanding of who we are as a people. And the bottom line is that we are one, and we were separated. We were separated by unusual circumstances that I mentioned a moment ago. So this, in the educational outreach program at the Institute of African Studies, was key, extremely key in instilling in the minds of Ghanaians, and the mix in the audience were Africans of the diaspora, how all of this came about. And so we were able enough on the 28th of December, 2016, it was a done deal where His Excellency John Dramani Mahama granted 34 citizenship to Africans of the diaspora. And there could have been more if our people had believed and accepted the request that Ministry of the Future had given them. But nevertheless, what was important about this ceremony on the 28th of December, 2016, that the head of state then, he set the stage and said, I am not giving you anything in citizenship. You already were a citizen of this continent. I am giving you your right that was taken away from you. So out of that has come the right to return. Ghana has given the Africans of the diaspora the right to return. And I must say, before closing on this particular delivery, the right of return of 2016 has given impotence to the year of return in 2019.